This is actually a limited series, a docu-series, and it is Harry and Meghan.
Oh my, Harry
Ladies and
and Meghan.
ladies and gentlemen, this is very popular right now on Netflix, and we know this is telling the story of everything going on with them, their courtship and their background. And so, you can start off and tell me what you think about it.
Um, well, I think it is I think they've taken an opportunity to discuss their experiences and their romance. I think I think it's a lovely, lovely story of two people who I think were genuinely attracted to each other.
Mhm.
I like the once again the fantasy and the romance of it. I like how they got together and they
Mhm.
were attract not how in the sense that they were, did an Instagram thing or whatever. Not
Mhm.
that piece. I like it that when they got together,
Mhm.
they had such strong chemistry
Mhm.
and they had such strong attraction that they just sort of wanted to go further and further and further. And
Mhm.
I like how they were not, Megan in particular, was not discouraged by all of the uh, invasiveness of having a relationship with Harry. Because there's the media and this and that, and she went through a lot and they explained all of those things. I like how that did not destroy their relationship, in addition to all the other obstacles, having to do with the racism, social norms, uh and just the history that
Mhm.
Harry comes from. I like how both of them were able to come together and figure it out. And to me, you know, a relationship like that is probably very difficult. It's probably all relationships are difficult on some level, but I think that they had some pretty big obstacles ahead of them, and they conquered lots of obstacles along the way, in my opinion. A lot of people would have said, "Oh, it's not worth it. I'm not dealing with this." And he too may have said, it would be much easier for me to be more conformist. It would be easier for my entire life if I just, chose differently. And I think he just went with his heart. And
Go ahead.
and I think she did too.
I think that Harry and Meghan do love each other. I do obviously it's it is a love story. I do like that. I think that Harry uh I think that so far in the first three episodes that they release has been very as honest as as honest as any celebrity, royal person could be,
Yeah.
and just kind of being vulnerable and letting people in. And I really like that a lot. Um, I don't, and I don't want to be that person. I haven't gotten the strong feeling from Meghan that I have gotten from Harry. And and maybe because you mentioned this to me when we were talking, off or said off the record, kind of, how you think that Megan probably didn't necessarily get the talk about racism that she should have gotten, because she appeared to be very, to me, naive when it came to racism. And then I didn't like that she said that she had never been treated like a Black woman before, prior to whatever incident that was in the docu-series. And that, to me, there was an issue in the way that she said it. And it was just kind of her not being so self-aware. Maybe she is self-aware now, but she's always been a woman during this whole thing and her whole courtship with Harry. She's been a woman in her 30s and, early mid 30s or whatever it is until now she's in her early 40s. She was never a young girl. So I don't understand that part. So that bothered me. But I do believe that she really loves Harry, and I believe that Harry loves her. And I think that this docu-series is really interesting. And I am enjoying it. Now, people can say whatever they want to say about, oh, they're this is a way for them to monetize or getting money. Okay, well, everybody else is getting money off of them. Why can't they get money from their own story? Like,
Yeah,
I'm totally
I'm
fine with
with
that.
you. Me too. I have no issue with that. I mean, they have
Right.
to live, they have to make their living, and these are the circumstances they find themselves in,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to some extent of their choosing and some extent not, because
Right.
Harry was just sort of born into whatever he was born into, and
Mm-hmm.
to a great extent, he has rejected it,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
more so than many people.
Yeah.
He wasn't cast away
Mm-hmm.
like Prince Andrew.
Right.
He walked away.
Right.
And that is what he chose to do. He chose his wife. He chose his lifestyle. You know,
And he chose his family.
so
I like that he didn't hide
yeah,
from his, mistakes because we all make mistakes.
yeah.
The Nazi wearing the Nazi costume when he was
He confronted it
younger.
completely. Right.
Yeah.
He
You
said he
know.
did it and he was wrong, and that was a big mistake.
Yeah.
And I go for it.
Yeah. And he never
None
said
of us are without mistakes. So
and he never said that he didn't party or was wild or did drugs. He said some of it was true and some of it wasn't. Some of it was, he was
yeah,
very honest about that. The only thing,
yeah,
like I said, with Meghan, and I don't want to be like that with Meghan, is I don't feel as though she's dug down deep inside into some of the things that maybe she's not so proud of. And I kind of
yeah,
want to see that
yeah.
from her.
Well, let's see.
So
Well,
let's
let's
see,
see.
let's see what
Let's see
happens.
if she opens up more and more and more, because she is a woman. She does have two children, and children having being a parent also makes you more honest than you
Mm,
may be if you don't have children,
right,
because you become protective and you view the world in a different way, because you want to also protect your children. So
right.
sometimes that makes you more vulnerable all the way around,
Mm-hmm,
in other aspects of your life that maybe you hadn't even considered,
mm-hmm.
before,
Yeah,
so, and maybe this experience with the royal family has made her consider things that she had not considered.
considered before. Okay.
Right. So
Right.
let's,
So
you know,
yeah,
those.
so there's gonna be three more episodes that are gonna be they come out on Thursdays. And so we'll talk about the final three next week. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast streaming on most platforms.